Hey, welcome back to DLNE V8 Motorsports. It's Sunday out here and it is mock-up day. We're going to try to mate the engine with the frame and also with a scatter shield and a transmission and get that in the car. This is going to test the new pads we put on the frame. It's going to test some steel motor mounts I got from my buddy George Burns. It's going to give us some idea if the transmission is going to come close to the cross member, the stock cross member. And also I've got some more clutch parts coming, and this is really the main reason. It's going to allow us to try to line up the clutch linkage. And so there is a cross shaft that goes between the engine block and the frame. And there's obviously some other bars and a clutch fork and other mechanisms in there. And I want to try to get all that mocked up. So if we do ever make a deal or build an engine, I'll be able to bolt the thing in. And so I've got another prospect. Talked to somebody last night that might have some parts for the engine block that we've got. And we're gonna see if that works out. There's still a few other potential deals. I've really been trying to hit the easy button and see if I can find a long block or a complete engine that's running that I can just stick in this thing. And so I'm trying to avoid going down the machine shop path. There are some good machine shops around here, and I can definitely do that and may do that. But I was just trying to get something that ran, that's together, and trying to shorten up the interval to get this thing on the road. Anyway, stick around, I'll show you what I've got. Matter of fact, let's look right now. We're out of propane, so we're using the old electric heater. The furnace is down, and so yep, that's wintertime life, and I really wish I would have plumbed the furnace into the big propane tank. Anyway, so this is what we're doing. So there's the Tremec TKX. There is the Lakewood scatter shield. It's a brand new one. I made a deal on this, boy, almost a year ago or so. And so that'll be the first time that's bolted to anything. I already sanded the inside of this. It had a little bit of paint on it, and it was a little bit sticky. So I did kind of test fit that. Got the engine hoist. I've always wanted to do this. It's the little things. We've got a GoPro on the engine hoist. That'll be fun. Anyway, and then we got the motor sitting over here, and I actually bought a old Edelbrock Torquer 2 intake. I just wanted to bolt this thing together with the heads basically on there with a few bolts, because I want a complete unit to mock this up with. And I thought it was kind of cute. Look at the little ports on the Torquer 2 compared to the big old ports on those AFRs. Anyway, we went ahead and got the pads bolted to the frame, and so those are sitting in there and they're snug, and we'll see how that works out. And then I'm gonna have to dig it out, but here's the cross member, stock cross member. We'll put that in. And then I actually had this laying on the shelf. I believe that's out of one of my old 57 Chevys I had, back in the early 90s. And I went from, at that time, a 4-speed to an automatic. I was drag racing it, and I was an automatic guy. And anyway, I kept that. And so I may be able to use some of those pieces. This is the piece that goes on the frame, and that's gonna be what we're gonna try to figure out and line up. That's the main reason we're doing this mock-up. So stay tuned. Here we go. All right, well, I never said I was an expert, right? And so especially with a Tremec, or even a stick for that matter, it's been a long time. Anyway, yeah, so this is gonna be a problem. And so I haven't even gotten the thing over the cross member yet, really. But I know I'm gonna need to get this out of the way. And so gonna need to get that stock shifter off of there. Got a new shifter on the way from Tick Performance. Should be here, I think, Monday. And that'll be the one that actually goes in the car. We haven't cut the floor pan, or heck, I haven't even pulled the carpets and seats out of this thing yet. So there's still some work to do there. But for now, I believe I can take this off, and I'll have the clearance I need to do the mock-up. So that's the plan. So yeah, a little precarious positioning for the old hoist. But no, doing good, and doing the time-lapse thing so I can listen to music. What's the music of choice? 70s dance R&B, the OJs right now. Keeps you moving, keeps you warm out here. All right, well, there was my attempt at the headers. So a couple things. One, there is a little pooch here for the starter that's obviously not on there yet. So that's going to be another thing to get and make a part of the mock-up probably. But being the genius that I am, I put the plate on backwards. And so this is supposed to be on the starter side. And so neither header looks like it's going to easily go in there. I didn't really try too hard. I didn't want to scratch the bell housing or the headers. And so I'll get that bell housing off of there. I'll flip that plate around, and I'm kind of wondering, you're not supposed to trim these, but I'm kind of wondering if I'm ultimately going to have to trim right here to get things to fit. And the other thing I could have done is laid the headers in there first and then lowered the engine. But this is the first time, right? So the first time going in with this thing, and really the main goal is right now the clutch linkage stuff. And so I didn't want to try to wrestle the thing in there by myself with the headers laying in there as well. So little video from the bottom side here. There is the transmission, and it's in the car. And that's the original cross member from the old 2-speed and V6 that was in this thing. It's in kind of the stock location. I need to get the mount, which should show up next week, and gonna put that on there. May need to trim the front of the cross member a little bit, but I'm thinking it'll work. We're gonna give it a shot, but it's in there. No, didn't need to put any wood underneath it or anything. It's slid right in there. Thought I'd show a quick clip of this. I don't think I've shown this yet, but that's the clutch setup for the car. It's a dual disc McLeod. It's the long style pressure plate, and it is a street clutch. I don't believe there's any adjustments I can make on this thing. I actually don't know a whole lot about it. It's used. It's in great shape, and should go right in there. It should work just fine. If I get real serious about drag racing it, I might need to upgrade to something adjustable, but it'll get it on the road. I like the fact that it's a 2-disc clutch. I think it's a little more forgiving, and it's got a little more, should have a little more surface area. Of course, I say that, and it's a puck style. So anyway, we'll see how it works out. I got it used, but I think it's going to be just fine. Just wanted to show that. Yeah, so that might be where we call it for this video. Thanks for watching. This thing's got a V8 in it, folks. Yeah, okay, never mind. It doesn't have a crank, pistons, camshaft, or anything else that'll make it run, but hey, it's a start. So thanks for watching. Follow along. We'll keep the updates coming.